No, today we are going to cover three topics. First topic is dedicated to your farmer issues, correct? In which we are going to talk about what are the comprehensions, what are the apprehensions, and what kind of misgivings that center stage. Means the things which happen in the agriculture sectors actually give a negative connotation in the farmers, in the minds of the farmers. That's why a lot of hue and cry you can observe in the parliament. Are you getting me? So, what are the relevant reports? What are the matter of concern? So far, new bill is concerned. But if you analyze the bill in a holistic manner, you will find that there are a lot of advantages over limitation. Means actually this bill is a very good. This bill has consist of lot of merits point. Are you getting me? So, but however, the political parties, especially your state parties, they are pretending in a very negative manner about the bill. Yes, other also. Because as you know, I told you earlier in earlier classes that APMC Mandi, correct? APMC Act, that acts come under the purview of state, and it empowers the farmers to sell their produce in the neighboring mandi, in the closed mandi. What does it mean? It means that they don't have a facility to sell mandi other than that regulated mandi. Actually, it creates a lot of problems for the farmers because they are unable to sell produce to the other mandis. If this happens, it means they will get huge revenue. As I told you earlier also, in this bill, there are provision where farmers of Bihar can also sell produce to the traders of Kerala anywhere. So this is one of the best reforms. And if you so far agricultural economics is concerned, they are saying that keep on saying that it is a kind of reforms same like as of 1991. As you know that in LPG only service sectors has been increasing day by day, correct? But so far your manufacturing sector is concerned, so far your agriculture is concerned, we do not get that much attention, which we could get, but due to the lack of efficiency, lack of productivity, lack of infrastructure and everything, we did not receive much attention in these two sectors, primary sector and secondary sector, correct? So, we will see all the issues related to the farmers that led to a major protest in parliament and across the length and breadth of India, correct? Yes. Second one is your Rajamala. It is a part of your Western Ghats where incident happened, where priest died due to the uncertainty of landslides. So, here we will learn about the Kasturi Rangan report, Madhav Gadgil report, and they categorically told that Western Ghats are very, very delicate. So you have to construct, you have to build infrastructure with proper concern. You can't build in one day or you can't build regularly. You have to take proper care. Otherwise, you will face a lot of problems because these areas are ecologically sensitive areas. Yes. If the things are very ecologically sensitive, you have to take a cautious to put any kind of effort. Getting me? Okay. Third one is your social media and platforms. You know, social media are the platforms which can prove good or bad, but this editorial is dealing about the misfortune, okay, negative aspects of. Because as you know, we are living in a post-truth era where truth has no relevance, correct? In social media also, if you see, fake news circulated 6 times more than your true news. That means if such kind of report acquired by the platforms, obviously they will also promote the fake news because they are getting huge revenue. So here it is an ethical dilemma, and it is a responsibility of the social media platform to rectify the defects, to rectify the mistakes, so that the citizen of India or the citizen of any country will get proper knowledge, proper facts, proper figures. So this is a really matter of concern, and we'll try to see how we can tackle this situation by regulating some reforms, some law, some act, and so on. Correct?
Yes.
So we'll see the things one by one. First, I would like to give focus on the first editorial, which are very crucial. And if you see its genesis, first editorial brought from your Hindu, 19th September. Second one is Food for Thought, Business Line, 19th September. And third one is also for Hindu, 21st September. So this first editorial consists of 3 editorials. So that's why its magnitude is too high. It is a too relevant news, and try to link everything. Okay. If you see the syllabus, it falls under your economic development GS paper 3, major crops, cropping patterns in various parts of the country, different types of irrigations and irrigation system storage, and so on. Correct?
Yes.
And so on. Okay. Let's start the class. Okay, if you see the previous editorial, okay, anyway, if you see the previous editorial of 15th June, okay, that time I taught you that there are 3 major agriculture sector reforms which have brought by the government of India right now in recent times, 3-4 months ago. Correct? So what that kind of reforms? The first one is the 3 bills are the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Bill 2020, the Farmers Empowered and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Service Bill, and third one is your Essential Commodity Bill 2020. Correct? These are, you don't need to remember all this bill, but you have to familiar with the things that contained, that are associated with that these issues, farmer issues. Are you getting me? Because it creates a genesis for upcoming reports or upcoming lecture to understand. Komal, are you getting me? Okay. Anyway, so if you see the Essential Commodity Bill 2020 here, that time Parliament was not in session. That's why he brought a ordinance. You know, ordinance is a form of it is a kind of legislation which can be brought when situation is contingency, when Parliament is not in session. That time executive has a full responsibility, have a full power to bring ordinance, and once Parliament is start, then the executive must rectified by the Parliament. So this is the kind of ordinance, and
ordinance
it is
yes, rectified by the
yes, Parliament
after
after starting of session. It must, and this is the time, this is the correct time where ordinance must be converted into act. That's why hue and cry can be observed in Parliament. That time Modi government brought ordinance. Are you getting me? And that time, as I told you earlier also, in this ordinance, cereals, pulses, onions, potatoes and edible oil and oilseeds were removed from the purview of the Essential Commodity 95, and we add 2 things. One is your mask and sanitizer. Have you remembered this thing? We added because that, as you know, COVID crisis, due to the COVID crisis, one should add, because if you do not add these crucial things under purview of ECA, then obviously it will create a monopoly in the market. And if any commodity or any things come under the purview of ECA, that means its price will be regulated by the government agency. You don't have a cartelization, this middleman. Getting me? So this is the genesis where we can relate. Free flow of agriculture produce within the country is being ensured. Correct? If farmers from the Bihar or farmers from UP can sell its produce to the Maharashtra's merchants, traders, yes. It is a kind of flow of produce, flow of crops from anywhere to everywhere, anywhere from one place to the another place. Within the country. Okay, actually it creates an integrity also. It gives integrity. Yes, we are one. We are Indian.
Yes.
Correct? So free flow of agriculture produce within the state is being ensured in your debt reforms. The farmer is not bound to sell only to APMC licensed buyers or commission agents. As you know, commission agents are the responsible who are monopolize the market.
Yes.
Yes, because they are taking huge revenue from the farmers also, as well as from market also, and they are earning lot of money. But farmers are getting nothing, and consumer also are not getting any fruitful result.
Yes.
So that, what does it mean? That means the middleman APMC, and the matter of concern is that APMC mandis are regulated by the politician in our country, in state. That's why they are opposing, keep on opposing the bill, because they will lose the grip, power, strength. Getting that's the precise reason. But farmers do not know, because farmers are illiterate, no? Farmers can be taken easily. They are less educated. And the politicians are keep on saying that if bill will become act, then obviously you will lose your voice. Obviously corporates will come and they will destroy your infrastructure. They will create a lot of problems for you. So in that case, if such kind of atmosphere created by the politicians, obviously it is a kind of brainwashing your farmers. Yes. So the farmer is not bound to sell any to, as per the reforms. Farmers are not bound to sell to your APMC licensed buyers or commission agents. He is free to sell to anyone he desires. Whomever he wants, he can sell and get good revenue. This is the one of the best reforms you can relate. And that's why some of the agriculturists, economists are linking these reforms with the 1991 LPG. That's a very good thing, LPG. Because though LPG did not produce fruitful result for your primary sector, but these reforms can produce it, can rectify that anomaly present in 1991 reforms. Correct? So traders and food processors will be able to buy freely from the farmers. Obviously traders, merchants class, obviously they will get crops and they will try to do whatever they want, and they can enhance their food processing industries also. For that they need good quality of crops. If they are not getting good crops in Odisha, let's say merchant is from Odisha and they are not getting good crops, obviously they have option to choose crops from the Bihar or Uttar Pradesh farmers. Obviously win-win situation for anyone, farmers for farmers also, for your traders also. This is the best way. Yes. Farmers and buyers can directly enter into contracts, okay, before sowing the season. Before sowing the season, like as I told you earlier also, like MSP. MSP is announced before sowing the crops. Correct. On the similar lines, contracts can be happen before sowing the seasons, where contractors will come closer to the farmers and they say that, okay, I am giving you this much money, okay, produce it. Farmers will feel happy because there is not uncertainty in times to come. Correct. And they will produce confidently, because whatever I produce will be taken by the merchant class traders. So it will create a very symbiotic relation, and symbiotic relation is a very essential in order to enhance your income level of farmers. Are you getting me?
Yes.
समझ में आ रहा है ना जी?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So major agriculture sector reforms, a critical uprising. Yes, they are certainly needed. And some author presented the view as that it has got positive points. It has got more and more positive points as compared to a negative. Though it has apprehension, no doubt. Apprehension means chinta ka baat. Okay, but it have good positive aspects, like the bill is to deregulate the agriculture foodstuffs of cereals, edible oils, oil seeds, pulses, onions and potatoes from the Essential Commodities Act is expected to create cold storage and warehousing facility by the private sector, and in turn farmers will be benefited and wastage will be reduced. Absolutely correct, because as I told you earlier also, the private players who want to hold more crops, more cereals, and if you are fixing the limit, obviously they will lose confidence because they need more crops. So by deregulating these crops from the Essential Commodity Act, that means I am giving full freedom to the corporates that you can hold as much as you want.
So they will build warehouses?
Yes, they will build godowns, warehouses, and they are very important because these are part of forward and backward linkage.
Yes.
Correct. Forward linkage is your infrastructure. Making of coal storage is your part of your infrastructure. Correct.
Yes.
So it is one of the very good step.
Yes, sir.
Where if you limit the certain stock holding for the traders, for the corporates, obviously they will lose confidence, because I require, let's say I require 100 quintals and you are fixing only 25 quintals. That means they are lagging by 75 quintals, obviously, and they will also not try to build storage, cold storage facility, other facilities. See, it is one of the best way, because engagement of corporates is unavoidable. You have to, if farmers want to progress, corporate must give impetus. Otherwise, you don't have other choice, because capital, if you see, capitalism is the only way in order to give impetus to the market. Socialism is okay, but the goals of socialism will only be achieved if capitalism are achieved. For getting me? Because capitalism is all about your money circulation. If you don't have money, how can you fulfill the aspects of socialism, socialist principles? So this is the one of the best way where private sector will get ample of opportunity to create cold storage and warehousing, and it will impact a lot for the farmers, and the wastages
will be
reduced automatically, because now you have a cold storage facility. Yes, okay. Yes, if you see the genesis of ECA was built during the famine crisis before independence.
Bengal.
Yes, but that time if you see, India was not a surplus agricultural country. India was importer of agricultural produce.
Deficit.
That time we were deficit in agriculture crops. But if you see the green revolution of 60s or 70s, we certainly improved a lot in agriculture, in producing agriculture crops, by using high yielding varieties of seeds, by having fertilizers, by having good irrigation facility, and ultimately if you see, for the 30 years after 1991 we became the exporter of agriculture.
Yes.
So, but if we achieve these things, so it is a very wrong to bring pulses and everything under the ECA. We have to regulate, and we have to give opportunity to the market to regulate in whatever they want. Because as you know, appreciation and depreciation currency, because market is the best way, no? Is the best way. Okay. So far, the provision of ECA can be traced to the days of Bengal famine, which has no relevance today. Correct? Which has no relevance, because we are a trade surplus in agriculture, and that time we are importer. Okay. APMC mandi in the state restrict primary sale of commodity to within their limits, and in this many mandis there is an entry barrier, and in most of the cases the mandi license is issued only to those individuals owning a godowns inside the APMC. There is a lot of problem so far APMC mandi is concerned. If you see the case like in states, if you see APMC license that can be issued to only those traders that have owned that facility, godown facility. If any trader that do not have your godown facility, that will be not liable to get your APMC license. What does it mean? It means that again influential person will come, again politician will come, again it will charge money, and that's why they are extracting huge money, huge amount from APMC mechanisms. That's why politicians are at front for protest, and they are whispering to your farmers. Are you getting me? This is the precise reason. And as you know that APMC mandi in states restrict primary sale of commodity. You have to sell your commodities to the particular mandis. You don't have a liberty to sell your produce to the other mandis. If I am producing here, I have to send to the nearby mandis. What does it mean? It means I don't have a liberty to sell others mandis. That means if I am getting low revenue, if I am getting less money, I have to give produce to the. I have to sell to my produce to the farmer that mandis. This is the anomaly, a perfect anomaly. That's why government, because 4-5 years ago government implemented ENAM, but we did not get a fruitful result, desired result. If you are not getting desired result, that's why your government are provoking are using the article, concurrent list and union list, as I told you earlier also in Ramanand class. Yes, so see the anomaly. The APMMC in the states restrict primary sale of commodities to within their limits. Okay, you have to sell this mandi only, and this mandis there is an entry barrier. You can't come here, because you can come here only which has got APMC license, and those person only got APMC license having your godowns, storage facility. Correct? Okay. Fourth one, the buyers inside the mandi take advantage of their position. Getting me? And fixes price by forming a cartel, and this cartel formation will go away. The buyers which are inside your mandis, they are playing a mischievous role. Okay, they are taking their advantages of their position and fixing the cartel. You have to, okay, you are producing 100 quintal, okay, I will give this much money only because I have lot of produce. Other farmers also are coming. How can I give you money, lot of money? So in this way they are actually exploiting the farmers, and farmers do not have other opportunity to sell, because if they will not sell in a proper time, obviously their products will going to waste. So this is a problem for the farmer also. So several mandis do not have infrastructure, and one of the negative point of APMC Act is the traders or the infrastructure of your APMC do not consist of your profit grading system, where you can assess the quality of your products. If you have good quality, you are liable to give good revenue to the farmers.
Yes.
If you are producing good lychee, you need to give money to the farmers, lychee farmers, but there is a missing infrastructure of grading system. That's why here as written as several mandis do not have infrastructure for sorting and grading the produce. They don't have a facility to assess the products. Some mandis even do not have a electronic weighing scales. Even you don't have electronic weighing scales where you can weigh the produce, and you are still using the conventional methods, taraju. Traditional way. Traditional, obviously you will get error in measurements. Okay, ENAM, as I told you earlier also, ENAM was set up and center is not happy with the functioning of the ENAM due to the lack of the interest shown by the states, as I told you earlier also. Farmers can directly engage with the processor, large retailers and exporter in a fair and turn. With these reforms, farmers can engage with the processor, correct, traders, merchants in a very transparent manner, because if I produce this much, I have to get this much. Symbiotic relation. So obviously it will end your monopoly of your APMC mandis. That's why states are not wanting this one to happen, because obviously states will lose power in agriculture sector. This is the precise reason. Farmers and buyers can directly enter into contracts at the time of sowing, as I told you earlier also. Fears about MSP withdrawal are unfounded. Yes, the main problem is that some politicians, some people are saying that MSP will be reduced or will be scrapped up. No,
yes,
but there is not a single provision of scratching your MSP provision.
Prime Minister also said it
Yes.
several times.
No.
on Twitter that there will be no impact on MSP.
Because if you see the data, MSP only benefited 10% of the farmers through the length and breadth of the country. I'll tell you.
Yes.
Means it is creating misgivings to the farmers, apprehension to the farmers, and farmers do not know the reality of the agriculture, other parts of the country. Okay, the fears about MSP withdrawal are unfounded. Moreover, MSP is benefiting around 10% of the farmers of the country. Are you getting me? It benefits only your 10% of the farmers. Only certain states are benefited due to the provision of your MSP, and it is resulting in a skew towards rice. And as you know that it is giving impetus to the rice and wheat cultivation. That's why some economists and agriculture keep on saying that try to reduce the water guzzling crops like sugarcane, like rice. You have to increase cultivation of oil seeds, because you are keep on increasing import of 2 by 3rd of strength from the Malaysia, from your Indonesia. Yes, that's why MSP provision is benefiting only for the few crops like your rice or wheat, which are water gathering crops. and that's why one intellectual named as Ashok Gulati, yes, he gave a report where he said that exporting crops, water gathering crop is like exporting water, virtually water. Correct. Okay. Whenever we discuss about the farmer issues, apprehension and misgiving takes center stage than the rational approach. Without rational approach, without scientific temperament, we are creating misgivings, problems. That if this bill will implemented in the form of act, obviously it will give negative impact to the farmers. That's why farmers are at the forefront and they are leading the protest against this bill.
And it is mainly happening in state of
Punjab. Correct. It is actually misgivings. Okay. So why states are doing such things, such nuisance? So because reason is states fear erosion of their turf. Whatever they have power over your agriculture sector, obviously they will lose. If center again and again coming under the purview of the states, what does it mean? It means it is against the cooperative federalism, like your classical case of GST, like classical case of encroachment of CBI into the domain of state government, like your case of the Maharashtra. Yes. So no consultation between the state government and the center. There is no consultation between the center because center is actually apprehended. Center is in a problem because it implemented in 4 or 5 years ago with an ambitious target, with an ambitious plan. But however, it does not achieve anything. That's why it forced the center to bring some innovative reforms so that farmers will be benefited. Because as you know, since independence, farmers are the loser. They are producing crops, but they are getting nothing. Correct? So, moreover, agriculture is in the state list, and till now, states feel that the trade in agriculture is their exclusive domain. Till now, what states feel? Till now, states feel that agriculture is in my list, state list, so it is my prerogative, it is my domain. But now, what happens? In state list, if you see state list, entry 26 is all about your markets and fairs, and entry 24 of state list is trade and commerce within the state, means district to district, village to village, within the states. But if you see the entry 33 of the concurrent list, and if you see the entry of 42, it empowers to the central government also. You can interfere in agriculture areas also. Like if you see entry 33 pertains to trade and commerce in foodstuffs within the state. In fact, center can also come and can also give some powers, can hold, okay, in distributing, in selling the food produce. So that's why states are provoking the entry 33 of the concurrent list, and so far entry 42 is a concern. Entry 43 is totally under your union list, and it gives powers to the center for interstate trade. Bihar, UP, Bihar, West Bengal. Intra is within the state. Inter matlab state to state. Correct? So entry 43 in the union list gives powers to the center for interstate trade and commerce. And states never expected, till now, states never expected that center one day come and it will intervene our state list, state subjects. This is the first time after independence this happened. So that's why it's creating a lot of hue and cry across the length and the breadth of the country. Are you getting me? The states never expected that center will use this power under the concurrent list and the union list, because as you know, and center is forced to intervene because of the problem associated with the farmers, because they are not getting fair price. If I am doing work day and night, and I am getting nothing, obviously, and central government is our parent for the farmers, obviously it must intervene and must give justice to the farmers so that the inclusive development can be achieved, can be sustained. Sabka saath, sabka vikas. Yes. State feels that it may lead to the erosion of their political turf. As you know, I told you earlier also, APMC are normally headed by the ruling party politician. Obviously, it will lose the grip. It will lose the power holding of the APMC mandi, because if you hold the mandi, you will get lot of huge revenue, and that revenue can be used in political funding. by manipulating decision.
In
Election also, obviously political funding is all about election, correct? Okay. Already the elements of mistrust, as you know that there is a lot of things that gives you mistrust between the center and the state, like classical case of GST, due of CA, obviously coal auction. So far Jharkhand is concerned, Jharkhand is keep going to the Supreme Court and saying that the way the center is doing auction for our coal mining is not good, is unethical. And so far Kerala is concerned, Kerala government filed a petition against CAA. So you can see the classical case where cooperative federalism is being violated. Yes, Kumal?
Airport, sir.
Airport, the case, take the case. Yes. The, like Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, if you see the Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat, okay, conflict keep on occur. No consultation, but biggest issue is that there is a no coordination between your farmers organization and the center. This is the actually problem, because at least center should take confidence of the farmers organization. Obviously, because farmer organization is all about the reflection of the true picture of farmers. If center able to grip over the farmers organization, obviously it will give good confidence to the farmers also, because union is a very important thing. Obviously union is a very important thing, because they are, after all, they are the voice of the farmers. The lagging point is that what author suggests in times in future, that the center should cooperate with the state producer organization, farmers producer organization, so that they can get confidence from the grassroots farmers. Correct? So this is the actually missing point in your bill or in your reforms. And there is also misgivings about the corporates like Adani and Reliance. They are also spreading their tentacles in food and agriculture relief, heightened the fears and apprehension. They are also coming in the ways of your food market. If corporates like Adani and Reliance are also spreading their tentacles means influence over the food. What does it mean? It means that it gives negative connotation to the farmers. Corporates will come and corporate will stop our voice, and we will be the losers. Are you getting me?
Yes.
That's why actually it gives misgivings. It creates a misgiving to the farmers, and they are thinking that the executive government, present government are giving favor to the corporates. And if one's corporate get hold over the agriculture produce, obviously it will impact a lot. So far revenue generation of farmers is concerned. Getting me? So weakening APMC mandi is being constituted as withdrawing from MSP support. Okay. So weakening APMC means, what does it mean? If you are weaken the APMC mandis, what does it mean? It means that you are not in a mood to give your MSP, minimum support price, because minimum support price is actually registered or is getting from the APMC mandi. What does it mean? If you are scrapping the APMC infrastructure, what does it mean? It means you are not in a mood to give MSP. It also gives a negative connotation to the farmers. So there are misgivings that trade into the hands of the corporates may jeopardize the food security, and it is actually creating problems, misgivings, that farmers are thinking that obviously there will be the problem in the food security. If corporates will come and corporates will hold the produce in unlimited manner, obviously market will get impacted. If I have 100 quintal, what about the normal consumers? Okay, alright. Total deregulation of food grains may lead to inflammation. Correct? If you are deregulatory, means if you are scrapping some of the produce from the Essential Commodity Act, what does it mean? It means that obviously you will face inflation in the food prices. And if you get inflation in the food prices, it will impact the normal human being also. Because what about the BPL category of people?
Yes, but this will not going to happen, sir.
Not. It is a misgiving.
By the state.
center should come in the meanwhile and should explain every apprehensions. That's why author are suggesting in that manner. You getting me? So there is a symbiotic relation between the middleman. But you have to understand this fabric also. So far APMC commission agent or middleman is concerned, actually there has been a symbiotic relation between the commission agent and the farmers actually till now, because commission agent or middleman, they are giving lot of loan. Okay, I'm here, you produce it, I'm giving you money. Okay, you do not to give the banks, I'm giving you money, produce it, give me, you produce. So actually farmers feel also secured if I'm getting money from there and I'm doing my farming, and again whatever I produce I give sell back to you. Better to sit here, no, because I have to move again and again. It's better to sit here. Okay, because I have to see the eyes of the students. If you see, that's why there is a symbiotic relation between the commission agents as well as the farmers, because in crisis situation also commission agents are the one who are actually helping a lot to the farmers. Although APMC had a lot of disadvantages, lot of limitations, lot of problems, lot of hurdles, but however the agents are proving fertile, proving good to the farmers, because they are the one who are keep on touching with the farmers. So if we scrap this system APMC, it will impact it. This symbiotic relation may be impacted. So what will be the measures, what will be the steps should be taken by the government of India? There can be a lot of reforms, like your first one is like bring financial inclusion, try to make farmers to reach the institutional banks so that they can get the loans. So their problem of getting loan or problem of getting money from the middleman will be removed. Number one. Second one is try to build infrastructure. The more you have infrastructure, the more you have a facility to store, and farmer will get due price, a right price. So there is a comprehension that there is a symbiotic relation between the middleman and commission agent and farmer, and there is a huge resistance from the middleman. That's why middlemen are giving obstacles, because they are keep on saying that I have a very good relation with the farmers, because middleman is the one who will suffer lot if this reforms will be implemented, because they will lose their power. After all, they are commission agent, no? APMC will lose their power. The middlemen are the part of the larger ecosystem of agriculture trade, and with deep links between the farmers and the traders. Yes, due to the lack of awareness in contract, farmers will be weakest party, and you know, contract party, they do not know aware of the situation. Farmers are always in the loser side, from the loser side, because they do not know about the proper features of the contract mechanisms. And if you are contracting with any traders from the Kerala or Karnataka or any parts of our country, obviously they do not know how to be in the contract. So it may create a lot of problems for the farmers, for the illiterate farmers. Correct? So yes, wherever agriculture markets are liberalized, there are news report that the farmers and the farmers feel cheated by their buyers. Correct? Wherever agriculture markets are liberalized, okay, yes, something you are the farmers, yes, you can sell your your produce to anywhere. But if you are going to the anywhere other mandis, obviously there in that mandis also they will be cheated, because they will say that how much you bring, 100 quintals, oh there is no demand, bring back. Then obviously farmers has to sell that time, because they don't have option to bring back, because they are giving lot of logistic cost, they are expending lot of logistic cost, and how they can bring back to their homeland. So that's why they are giving crops in a very less price, and that's why they are the losers. Are you getting me? So that's why Ramanand also shared this same story when he and his father went to the Samastipur or other Purnia, some district, where he got a very less price. Yes. So for example, if you think in Madhya Pradesh a large food retailer promised rupees 1900 per quintal of wheat, which was rupees 65 per quintal, higher than the MSP. If you are getting higher than the MSP, obviously you will try to get money by selling your products. But farmers got just less than your 1800 per quintal. What does it mean? It means you are being cheated by the retail corporates. And these are normal thing. These are norm of the day for the farmers. Farmers are the one who are always in the weaker party. Weaker domain. Always. Okay. So, but farmers got just as the buyer resorted to several deduction. No, your quality is not good. I will not give you that much money. I will deduct some money. The quality is not good. First one. High-handedness was clearly evident. That time you see the attitude of the retailers. And it is a very pretty thing that farmers don't have any option. Okay. APMC account for less than a 1/4 of agriculture trade, your agriculture trade. But APMC do not play an important role of price discovery. But price discovery means APMC do not play a crucial role for your price discovery. How much it must be sold? Actually, it is being regulated by the MSP, no? With no, I will tell you.
APMC do play.
I'm telling you in a negative way, but you see, lack of regulation in non-APMC is a concern for. I'm giving you example. MSP, as I told you earlier also, your MSP, minimum support price, is a prerogative of the central government where it announces, this much money I will pay for this crops, wheat or crop. That's why we are keep on practicing your water guzzling crops on the farm. Correct? First one. And second one is that AP mandis, okay, they are giving, sometimes they are giving less money as compared to your predetermined your MSP, minimum support price, because in minimum support price you are getting huge money, but if you are selling your products to the mandi, you are getting less money. It's a reality. Although the retailers promised you, I will give you much more money as compared to your MSP, but they are giving less money by invoking your quality as a parameter.
Yes.
Are getting me? Yes. So although APMC play a crucial role in determining the price discovery, means what kind of price it should be for your wheat, it should be for your other crops. Although it plays a good role in price recovery, but you can't say that the APMC mandis are the sole authority who give your price discoveries. That's why I told that point. Okay. Lack of regulation in the non-AP mandi is a cause of concern, and as you know, in APMC mandi also you will see there is a no grading system, there is a no electronic weigh machine. So how can you give justice to the farmers? How can you give justice to the price recovery model for the farmers' crops? So the government should remove apprehension. That's why author is suggesting that government should take a proactive steps in order to reduce apprehension, misgivings, and all around consultation with the stakeholders. You have to incorporate stakeholders, your farmers organization, producer organization farmers, because they are the real picture of the farmers. They are the union of the farmers. You must incorporate, you must build a good confidence with the organization. Correct? And government should take them forward with the assurance of protecting the interest. Yes, I am doing whatever I am doing for the interest of the farmers, because states are not doing too much since independence, since 1991 reform. That's why I am bringing such a bill, such a reforms. It must be coming from your central government, so that farmers will feel good, and there must be a feel good factor. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? What I am trying to say? And that's for all about your editorial discussion. So I will record only one.